All right, welcome back to JonesyCast. Finally, I've been away for a while, friends, but that's okay. Hey, basically what I do is read Reddit posts from relationship advice, ask men, etc., and do video replies to them. Please like and subscribe if you would like to subscribe. If not, that's cool too. Let's get to it. Hey, so this one is from relationship advice from Flux Blastoise09 2 minutes ago. I, male 19, feel like I am become my girlfriend's female 18 emotional support person, but I cannot say anything without her breaking down. Okay, if you would like the full context, please click the link in the description. I'm not going to read the full post because it's super long, and this is for the OP. So, here's the deal, man. Being that I'm just some guy on the internet, you don't have to take what I say as verbatim, but I mean, you have a sensitive girlfriend. This is a lot of writing that you've put down, all to say that you have a very sensitive girlfriend. Now, I know that you have to do that in a sense because if you want solutions to problems, you have to identify the problem. It seems to me that you have a question to ask. The question is, are you willing to sacrifice yourself for her, right? Now, your initial response will probably be no. But the reason I ask it is because for every sacrifice you make, you gain something, right? A sacrifice is a deal with the future to gain something. So you can make a deal with the future and yourself. You can't make it with this girl because she can't make any guarantees other than trying, which she did, and then she failed, which is completely normal. You have a decision to make as to whether or not what you're experiencing is too much for you. Okay, because here's the deal. You are going, and this is what I realized years ago, and it's really helped me in my relationship with my missus, because every time we argue, I just think, well, I'd be arguing with someone. You know, like I'd be having these fights with someone, so I may as well have them with you. And honestly, man, it is a pleasure to have the arguments with my girlfriend that I have because it's with her. The argument itself is not pleasure. The conflict doesn't feel good. But the privilege I have of going through that with her is something, there's something to be said about that, you know. And I say to her every day, as much as I can, thank you for suffering with me. But it seems to me that you are suffering. Look, here's the deal. She's suffering and you're suffering, but you're not suffering together, okay? So it says, recently everything has started back at square one with me having to speak to her about how I'm not getting my end of the relationship, how I'm getting 10% while I'm giving 90. Just on that, I heard an old lady one day say that sometimes I'm 10, sometimes he's 90. And sometimes I'm 90 and sometimes he's 10, but every day we make 100, right? Now, here's what you have to remember. Some days and some months and some years, you are going to be putting in 90%. And exactly the same as that. Some days, some months, some years, you're going to be putting in 10, okay? When your missus is pregnant, you're going to be putting in what seems like more effort because you're not a woman and you don't understand what pregnancy is like, and neither am I. So I'm just going to leave that for my missus to deal with. But, I mean, it says here, I'm soon realizing I have to walk on eggshells to avoid not to upset her and make her mad. In this relationship, I always ask her how she is and what she would like to do, and we do it. But if I suggest anything different from the normal, it's a no. I realize I'm becoming her emotional support person when she refuses to make any positive changes. I'm always here to tell her it's okay. Okay, here's the problem. Okay, I need you to think through this paradigm. The student doesn't go back to class that they graduate. Okay, so right now you feel like you're being the teacher, you're being the mentor, you're being the supporter, and she's being the supported, she's being the student, she's being the mentee, right? Here's the problem. The problem is that it's very difficult for you, because, and I'm not saying you two are unequal in terms of the law. I'm saying that it seems from your perspective that you're up here and she's down here, right? If she comes here to meet you, there's a good chance she's going to want a man that's up here, right? Because she's used to being in a relationship with a man who is ostensibly more capable than her, someone that can encourage her. That's the problem with equality. The problem with equality is you get equality, and it's fucking hard, right? And so you've said here, I don't know what I should do. I'm being told by many close people that I'm being too nice and too patient with her and not giving enough tough love. I think the real question is whether or not she can tough love herself. Look, my missus doesn't have to tough love me because I'm good at it. But my missus needs to remind me to be sensitive because I'm not good at it. All right. And it's the exact opposite. I need to remind her to love tough. And I don't need to remind her to be sensitive and take care of me because she's very good at that. Right. So the question is, look, man, you are 19 years old. And I've said this on a few videos before. I would bet my entire life savings, and it's not fucking much, but I would bet it all that you are going to find the woman that you need to find after you break up with this girl if you do. But the question is, are you going to be the man that you need to be to find that kind of woman? Now, I don't know if you can become that kind of man if you're hamstrung by a young lady that will not let you be who you want to be. Look, you've said here that I'm soon realizing I have to work on eggshells to avoid not making her upset or make her mad. Listen, man, I have had the most difficult conversations with my missus that I've ever had with anyone. More difficult than my parents, more difficult than any ex, more difficult than any employer, more difficult. Like I've never seen a psychologist or I saw a counselor when I was a kid, but those are simple issues of me being angry, right? I've never had any more difficult conversations with anyone than I have with her, emotionally, financially, physically, mentally, right? So look, relationships, and I've said this again and again and again through my videos, relationships turn into legal contracts. So if you want to do life, if you want to discuss the mortgage, if you want to discuss the children's education, if you want to discuss organ donorship, if you want to discuss how we're going to sort out the finances, who's paying for the house, who gets the will, etc., you need a woman who can hold her own, right? You need a woman who can converse with you, not let you make all the decisions and not make all the decisions herself. There's only 3 states of relationship: tyranny, slavery, or negotiation. That's it, right? So either you tyrannize this young lady or you are her slave or you negotiate. But if she can't negotiate, then where are you? You know, I mean, if I was in your position, I would get out. But I'm not going to tell you to get out because you have to do what you do, either get out or stay in for your reasons. Your reasons, not mine. Now, no one else that's telling you this advice and not some other random guy on the internet, right? So here's what I would do if I was you. To finish this video off, here's what I would do. And I've said this in many of my videos as well. Write down what you want in a relationship. For you, it's probably going to be honesty, integrity, spine, the ability to really get into the issue. Because to have honest conversation, you need to risk offending the other person. Okay? If you can't risk that, you're not having an honest conversation because you can't say what you want and then have them just go, oh, God damn, what are you doing to me, right? But then they juggle it and they have a look at it and then they pass it back to you with their changes, right? That's what we do with ideas in an honest conversation. If you can't do that, you're not going to be able to discuss the mortgage or the will, right? So write down what you want in a relationship. Write down what you don't want in a relationship. Write down, so that's want and don't want. Write down what you want in a woman and don't want in a woman, and write down what you want in yourself and don't want in yourself. Write down those things, okay? Because that will be, and again, I'll say this again, that will be the compass for when things like this happen. You can compare your list to the woman that's in front of you, right? And I'll tell you when you know you found the right woman, when you can show that list to the woman that's in front of you, okay? That's how you know. When you can bare your soul and your heart and be broken down in a single conversation with her, and it's a safe space to do so. And then after that conversation's done, you put yourself back together. She allows you to do that, and she does the same thing, and then you move into life together, always together. Okay, always together. If you have dissent within a relationship, you can't attack the world, and the world it's after you, man. So these are the things that I would think about. I hope this video has helped. It's been a while since I've done one. And take it easy. Good luck.